in the native history for the longest time as far as what they were doing, because this is 1950, and she demonstrated how they were worn and used, and it also has their birch bark canoe teepee there.
And Louise was just saying that her mom, she's got a picture of her mom and
Oh yeah.
with Tickanoggin down at the mud flats down here, so that'll be a nice picture.
Yeah, so that's quite popular on the blog, is the cradle board Tickanoggin.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that has come through for thousands of years, and which we don't have because Thunder Bay's got it, out of the Danielson collection, is the tinkle cone. We have the copper tinkle cone.
Mm.
You know, when you see the jingle dresses
Yes.
with all their sparkly stuff, I thought they're just being commercialized. And then we've had actual tinkle cone.
Hmm.
Same size, about the size of your little finger there,
Oh.
in the copper that the copper culture made. So that's going back 3,500 years. And then that whole culture part of that connected.
Mm-hmm.
So usually I thought, well, they were just coming off of TV and all these, Hollywood and all that jazz. But
Right.
no, it was,
They
may not have used it in the same way, in the same amount of time, like for the colorful stuff or whatever, but it would be for the same reason. So it wasn't all just work.
Mm-hmm.
They did have fun and games. Now this shows the evolution of the axe.
Yeah, wow.
And this comes from, now this stone axe here is from England. This one is from Manitoba. So there's a difference in the type of stone they were using out there. This is from, I think, Cosgrove Lake or Limestone Lake.
Wow.
We have these lakes around here that have weird rocks.
Yes.
I know I have one that would look like a sock. But anyways, and then Nate McGuire, he just wired it on the way, or put it on with the spruce root like that, which would make it up. So it looks really good.
Nice, yeah.
Now this is the real ads again. And that one you can see the red ochre marking on that other one there. And then you start into the modern day axe.
Different designs, yeah.
And then we got the Swiss pattern broad axe. It wasn't deep enough for me to get the other style of broad axes that we do have. Then this is your double bitted one.
Nice.
And then this guy is one of a kind. They made it up. And then that one's had a difficult life. And then that other thing is one of those mall things.
Yeah.
That's
Still, they're old enough.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to fit with. I like a little axe like that, and frozen wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one. Now we have ski makers. They made their own skis.
That's true, yeah.
Ski press. That one was a press that you put your soaked ski tip in and bent it down so that it would dry curved up.
They were making skis here in Nipigon for a while, were they not?
Yeah, and then we had the ski factory, but they didn't make this kind. They made more of a flat.
These are homemade ones, these ones.
So these are more the cross country skis. And then there's the woodworking tools, which is your value added stuff. And some of those are over 200 years old. and they still move because they're wooden screws and stuff like that.
And they still work.
You get the metal and the metal on metal, and it just sort of seizes right up. So was made around 1895, and it was from the Ross family, I think, up on Cameron Falls Road. Sort of back in where Salmon's in that
Oh,
area.
yeah, okay.
There was between there. And they made their own irons and they made their own blocks. These others were manufactured more in the New England penitentiaries.
Huh?
They made a lot of the blocks, thousands and thousands of them. It was their industry. And then they'd buy the irons from England. So you can date them because the books, like some of these books and that, there's different books that will list who was doing what at, who had this smith at so-and-so. So they'll have their names stamped right on it. So we got lots, and then we got drills. We got the drill, and with all the parts that go with it too. Now this one here is sort of like the historic side of your logging, where you're hand logging.
Yep.
Everything by hand. With the stamp irons and the log carriers and the pickeroons.
So
And the
which
hand
are
hooks and the
which?
whatever.
Which are which, what you're describing here? Pickeroons and,
Oh, okay. You got your pickeroons up here.
yeah,
Pickeroons and hookeroons. And this is your log carrier.
okay.
It's a two-man log hauler. These are yours. They're stamp hammers. Now, you'll see piles and piles of wood. All
Yeah,
these wood. Every stick was hammered with one of these.
identification.
Identification on the end of it. So when they came down the river and through the lake and they got stuck on this rock and over here on the shore, and you had the beachcombers that picked them all, then they could identify them as to which company sell them back to, and they'd get 25 cents a stick or whatever for their beachcombers, and they did that on Lake Helen, and they did that out on Lake Superior.
Right.
And I imagine up on Lake Nipigon too, wherever they would.
I'll have to look
Come
for
out
that
of the
on some of
boom.
these logs that are still stuck on the shores there.
Yeah. Yeah. They cleaned out a lot, but, oh yeah, they went way back up. Yeah, you had, because the ice would push them up into the, so you really had
Sure.
to haul them there. I did that once. Couldn't hardly move my arms the next day. Oh yeah, you drag them along. Oh yeah, that's lots of fun. So, and then they always had music to go with, so there's the jumping jacks, and then you can see these are the cogs on there, the little
Kicking up the heels.
the metal studs on their shoes so they wouldn't fall off.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
that they ran around too much on the little logs, but when they go out on the boom logs and whatever, they
Yeah.
still needed them.
Yeah, you can see the spikes in there.